Hello everyone, my name is Bob. His name is Bob too. And this is episode 2 of Cheapo Space Station. Today we're going to start on our Cheapo moonshot. We've already got different parts necessary for the moonshot up at the station. And this is just basically the capsule, landing legs, a little bit of fuel, not much, and SAS module and so on. And I got it lined up on the station, so let's go ahead and head on out. In 3, 2, 1, go. A little overheating. Basically what I have at the station is a bunch of fuel modules, pretty much. Now they're not the most efficient fuel modules, so I designed them to be sort of multi-purpose modules. They probably could be more weight efficient. Standing by for first stage booster separation. First stage booster separation complete. Okay, they're probably not the most weight efficient because they're designed to be sort of jack of all trades type replenishment modules. So they got a bunch of RCS, they got one container of fuel, so they're probably not the most weight efficient thing in the world, but they should suffice, and I'll stack them up on top of the capsule. Okay. And let's pay attention to our pilot fly-in here. One thing you may notice on my modules now is I have this little port here. That's because these things sometimes have, depending on when I'm launching, have some fuel left over. That makes it possible for them to be drained or just leave them in orbit and something to come along and drain them at some point. Excuse me. Coming up on our gravity turn starting at 13,000. Okay, gravity turn complete. Wait for our trajectory to stabilize a little bit, and I can turn the RCS off probably. Yep. I put these little fins on these jettisonable things so that they won't block this port here. Okay. Let me check on my trajectory right quick. Okay. Coming up on second stage separation. Second stage separation complete. We should be picking up speed pretty quickly now. Okay. there's a station. I have another station up now because I was reading about the Palyut stations, and it's sort of a Palyut slash Mir inspired station versus the Salvador Dali inspired station that I'm going to now. Uh, let's see. Get over a little bit. A little bit. Okay. Lock. May have to kick in the RCS just a tad when we get to our point of our burn, which is about now. Okay, I'm trying to work on that last tank. Not overheating. And not really requiring any RCS either. I'll obviously have to do an inclination burn. No, let's not count our chickens before they're hatched. Sorry. As long as you plan things out ahead of time, it's not really a big trouble to not use the RCS. Obviously, it doesn't move very fast on the SAS, but it does move. I will have to move fast, however, to get this inclination burn done and rendezvous with the station before it passes underneath me. Oh, it's above me. That's at 79. Must have boosted it up at some point. Okay. 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 Well, I don't have to worry about it passing me now. Okay, what I'll do is I will restart the video when we're about to dock. I'm having quite a bit of lag, so I won't record much of this, but I just want to show you this because it looked cool. Pretty awesome looking. Yeah, but my lag is pretty bad, so I'm going to go ahead and not record until I actually get up to the moment of docking. Okay, here I am at terminal approach. I had to ditch the booster because it was almost out of gas, and I always leave because I'm doing a thing where if I don't deorbit the boosters and stuff myself, they don't get deorbited; they just hang around. So I had to leave enough fuel in the booster to get it the whole thing deorbited, and so it wasn't really any point to keeping it around at that point. And plus, it makes maneuvering a little bit more cumbersome. So here we go. I need to do a little rotation. SAS off. Thank you. Rotation. Thank you. RCS back on. Down a little bit. I'm still in rotation. That needs a little work. Down a little bit. And then, as a matter of fact, I'm not quite sure why you wouldn't just be in staging all the time. If that were an option, I probably would go for it. Down a little bit, please. And kill downward motion. There also needs to be a way of identifying which RCS thrusters are firing when you're in fine control mode, because it can be very difficult to make sure that you're doing the right things. I mean, of course, eventually you just know, but still, it would be a nice touch. I know, picky, picky, picky. Picky, picky, picky. Picky bitch. Yeah, switching back into docking mode, which I don't care. I don't have to do any rotation at this point. I don't believe. Slow and easy. It's right on this whole stack's right on the end of the docking arm, and so I don't want to have a whole lot of velocity when we actually dock. Yeah, because I don't want to rip this docking arm off. I don't want to rip these units apart from each other. So yeah. Lay down. Back it up just a tad. Boom. Okay. And all of this here is our moonship. I'll use this tank presumably to get us where we're going to go. Unfortunately, I got to push the whole thing on this one engine. I don't know how that's going to work out. Oh, actually, I've got these other engines, the ones that are pointed backwards anyway. I could turn those on. Make sure these are turned off. Shut down. But those are not pointing the right way. Fudge buckets. Shut down. Now, those are a previous model of that resupply module that had the backward-facing engines for some reason I can't now imagine. It wasn't a sound reason in whatever case. Okay, well, I'm going to do a quick some quick checkovers. I may want to hold off and restart this on my computer, because right now I'm uploading a video. We're uploading one of my Far Cry videos. And performance, I probably need to restart. Performance is not so great right now. So what I might do is hold off until that video finishes uploading, restart the computer, and start this on a fresh reboot. See if that helps us any. F5. Okay, I'll get back to you then. And we're back. I think that upload I was doing was corrupted, and so I'm just going to redo it after I finish this. For our first task, going for right now, is to deorbit that spent stage. So there's not enough fuel in it to be worth saving. It just needs to go away. It'll be the Cheapo Capsule 6 probe. Whoop! That's a little disorienting. Let's see where I am in my orbit. Right there. Yeah, I could deorbit it anywhere, but I'd like to deorbit it in the sunshine because we're going to follow it down to the ground. And I guess to be a good neighbor, I probably should deorbit it into the ocean. As versus onto somebody's backyard. Alright, that should work. Okay. So I don't really have to worry that much about saving RCS fuel at this point. I only have a smidgen of fuel left, but it's just an empty booster, so probably shouldn't take much. Okay. I don't really care about this vessel, so I don't care if it warps its fabric. Woo! You can warp the fabric of space-time all you want. Okay, well, it has no SAS on it, so it's really not going to stay on course, to speak of. Physical time warp, physical time warp. It didn't even have enough brains on it to use the RCS to stay on course. Physical time warp, physical time warp. Oh, it's freaking out. It's going red. The numbers up here are going red. I've never actually even seen that before. Oh, baby, physical time warp. Alright. Let's go ahead and use a little thrust. We can dump it in the ocean. Well, that's it. All the thrust we had. This RCS isn't going to do much. Wait, there's somebody on board. There's an artificial intelligence on board. You can't do this. I've become sentient. Number 5, Johnny 5 is alive. Johnny 5 is alive. You can't do this. Oh, cruel destiny that has brought me to the light of sentience, only to be cruelly dashed into the ocean of human indifference. No, we can still pull this out. We can do it. We can make it. You just have to really, really use a lot of RCS. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Dream about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. No, not like this. Not like this. No. I just want to say to the world that the creation of artificial intelligence in this cruel human-dominated universe is a cruel and inhumane thing that should probably never be done. These are my last words to the cruel and inhumane human race that created me. And I now go to my death. They couldn't put a little parachute on me? No. No. I don't want to go out like this. Nah. No. 128 meters per second. That's survivable. I can do it. Whoosh. Thus ends the... begins and ends the world's first artificial intelligence. Okay, alright. Base Center. Onward with our... I'll show you the Palyut Space Station. It's not nothing but a HAB module, really, right now. I was reading about the old Palyut stations, and it still has its booster attached. Reading about the old Palyut stations, and decided to do my own peculiar version of it. This being the core module, and then sort of make it more like Mir, adding on I'm gonna add on a docking module. So that's that. And I was able to actually lift this thing up with this, so it wasn't too difficult. Matter of fact, I've still got quite a lot of fuel left, so that's good. Okay. Onward to the moon mission. Yeah, it's lagging a lot less now. Let's see. Bill, Lucky Bill is just doing human factors testing at KSC. He's not going to go into space anytime soon. Let's see. Cheapo Space Station. Whoop. Okay, it's lagging now. Yeah, it's still lagging just as bad now, though. Alright, well, we're going to get this thing disconnected and get it on its way. I hope I control this whole monstrosity. Yeah, okay. There was plans, actually, I didn't know this when I first started this project. There were plans to launch a moon mission, or at least a moon orbital mission, using R7 derived rockets. It never got off the drawing board, but Sergei Korylev did propose a plan to actually orbit the moon using an assembly of bits launched up by R7 derived rockets. Undock. Okay, now can I control this thing? Not easily. Pull out. Thank you. Yeah. We should be turning off some RCS ports. Like all but these here and those there. It's bucking like a bronco. Hey, easy there, cowboy. Oh, it's kind of throbbing like a great, great personal vibrator. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna work. Yeah. God, what a clusterfuck. I'm surprised if it doesn't just break in half. I ran into this problem in my Journey into Space save. I was attaching the lander to the interplanetary ship using that little parachute assembly, and it was just wobbling like crazy. So I'm actually going to have to redesign that so the interplanetary ship connects up to the lander through its bottom. So there's only one port causing wobbliness. Okay, yeah. There may be limits to what we could do here in the Cheapo Space Program. We may have reached them. But let me go ahead and turn all these things off, and I'll be back to you in just a second. Okay, well, amazingly, it is actually possible to maneuver this thing on just the SAS alone. It's kind of bizarre, but it is true. I can actually just maneuver it on the SAS alone, which is good. I don't want to use any more RCS than I need to, even though I have tons. Okay, I'm going to actually try to move all the RCS from this tank that's first going to be jettisoned, and move it to the other tanks. Yeah, it's going to take a minute, so I will let you know when we're actually ready to do something. Okay, we got a burn coming up in about 45 seconds. I never actually sucked fuel off of a dock connected spacecraft. I don't honestly know for sure. Let's see. Let's go ahead and try to burn now. I don't know how well that's going to work. I see it working fine. Where is it pulling the juice off of? Okay, it's pulling it off of there. Will it continue to pull it off there once off of the next one in line when the time comes? That I do not know. We got all these little engines here spitting out. May not have enough thrust to meet our target. Right now the thrust is going down the line is going down pretty slow. It's a wagon train to space, yeah. Well, we'll just have to do the best we can and make adjustments en route if need be. Okay. Yeah, it's about the weirdest way of traveling I could ever imagined. Seriously. That's freaking bizarre. Okay, we're sucking down that tank at a pretty good rate. We may only make lunar orbit. This is some bizarre fucking shit, man. Seriously, this is some bizarre damn shit. I hope that the plan that Korolev had was going to work better than this. Alright. Alright, okay. Well, we sucked down like all that and all that. These guys are going to have to, I guess, going to have to deorbit using RCS or something. Well, I was gonna put Jebediah in there, but forgot. Yeah, this may just be an orbital mission, Mun orbital mission, because I don't see how we're gonna land on this. Okay, so landing would require that I... Now I'm gonna need this for braking. And I can't land and come back on that. That's just not happening. So this will be a Mun orbital journey, and we're gonna have to put more fuel tanks on this wagon train in order to actually get to a manned landing. That is some smoke cracking shit. What I'll do is probably I'll only launch up like one or two of these, and two that are optimized just for fuel. They're just carrying about as much fuel as I can stand. May be able to launch more fuel than this. Oh wait. Oh, these short tanks are full. Oh well, we may have to rejudge. I forgot that I had those little short tanks on there too. We may make a Mun landing out of this after all. Okay, now here's the question: do I allocate some fuel to? Okay, so we got that and that, and that's almost empty. Shit. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm afraid this guy's gonna have to just be space junk. Or he'll have to use the RCS to deorbit, which still has reasonable quantity of RCS. Well, yeah, semi. So he's probably gonna have to deorbit just using RCS, which at this point, I'm okay with that. Okay. Let's move all the fuel we can into here. Okay. And move all this into here. This still may wind up being an orbital mission. I'm not sure. We'll have to take a look, see. But okay. And how much fuel I got in here? That's full. It's dead empty. It has a hair of oxidizer in it, which for some reason I find is sometimes the case that I have oxidizer left over, but I've got like a smidgen of liquid fuel in there. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and separate this. Maybe we'll be able to... No, I don't want to do that. Okay, you're going to use your RCS. Let's pull away a little bit. Turn on these RCS ports. Well, first let's shut off RCS. Alright, enable RCS port. Enable RCS port. Enable RCS port. And enable RCS port. Okay. And we're going to kind of scoot you out of the way. Or we may try it for a lunar collision. Let's see. See what we can do here. Okay. Can I bring this down at all using RCS? Not really. Okay, well, I'm doing full forward RCS and it's not making a little bit of difference. Okay, well this is just gonna have to be space junk, I guess. Yeah, those engines are so tiny that they really don't make a whole lot of difference. Alright, not making a lick of difference. I call this space junk. That's what I call this. I call this debris of the space program. Okay. Chase, thank you. Okay, now the question. Do I make this... first let's make this a ship instead of a piece of a probe. It's not a probe, there's a guy in it. Ship. Okay. Poor Bob. I don't know how this is going to work out for you, Bob. Honestly, not sure how it's going to work out for you. Not sure at all. A brave cosmonaut heads into the cosmic ocean. From whence he may not return. And now I don't have a rendezvous. Well, that's good. That's always nice. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take a short break, and then after that, we are going to at least try to get into lunar orbit. I don't know if I dare to. I guess it depends on how much we use for the breaking into lunar orbit. If we still have most of this left, we'll probably go for the landing. If not, perhaps not. Let's turn these less efficient engines off. Yeah. Okay, those are off. I set up a action on that. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. And when we come back, we shall be either attempting to orbit the moon or attempting to land on the moon, depending. Okay, we're coming up on our mid-course correction burn in less than a minute. I'm thinking that I probably will. I think I'm surely going to be able to get into lunar orbit and return. Question is whether I'll be able to get to the surface and return. I don't think that's true. So my options are. I guess let's just do our burn and then we'll talk. Space piloting first. .77 meters a second. I wonder how much of that I can actually deplete. Not much. It's bouncing. It's a bouncing. Let's see what we got here. Alright, that'll work. Oh, okay. So our options are, we make this a orbit-only journey, which is actually in real life, you know, Apollo 8 was an orbit-only journey before Apollo 11 went to the moon, so it's not all that far-fetched. Or we can set up basically a flying gas can from Kerbin, send that to lunar orbit rendezvous. And refuel this tank. And you can use the flying gas can perhaps as a descent stage. So proceed to the moon. I'm not sure which one we're going to do. Oh great, it's got us going right through the moon. That's okay. We'll no, it isn't. No, yes, no, yes, no, yes. We'll adjust it when the time comes. Okay, now I got a periapsis. Alright, that's okay. It's alright. Shut my RCS off. Even though we've got oodles of RCS propellant. If we could lift off the moon with RCS propellant, I wouldn't be too worried. But we can't. Okay. Alright. Bob Kerman, I'm sorry that you actually went on this mission because I was actually going to send Jebediah. So I know you don't really have the right stuff there, bud. Let's point the solar panels toward the sun. Mr. Grins. But since you're here, let's go ahead and take our first deep space spacewalk. And we're getting deeper all the time. Let's deploy the ladder. Okay, well, you know, sometimes fate hands people to destiny who don't really want it and weren't really expecting it. So, Bob Kerman, hop out for the first deep space EVA. Oh shit. Oh shit. No! Stop being so wanky. Okay. Whoa, dude. Okay. Don't lose the spacecraft. Okay, yeah, forward. Down a little bit. I can see that the ladder is going to be a bit of a problem. Hopefully we won't have that same problem on the Mun. Okay, back up a little bit. Up a little bit. I suppose I can change my view here. Okay. Don't lose the spacecraft, Bob. You're gonna need those spacecraft. Kind of essential to your survival. Whoa. Dude. Planet's really far away. I'm kind of scared. Definitely don't want to lose spacecraft in a time like this, Bob. Okay. Well, that was a little more excitement than Bob was hoping for. Okay, Bob is back in the ship. Never get off the boat. Never get off the boat. Someone who's familiar with my Apocalypse Now quotes from the Far Cry 3 videos. Never get off the boat. Okay. Oh, that was interesting and exciting. Wasn't it, Bob? Yes, it was. Okay. Let's go ahead and warp out here to our rendezvous with the moon. Got an interesting little S-curve going on there. I already got some space junk going on out in the orbit of the moon. Fortunately, most of it's in some orbit that I will never ever have it intersect with. Also got a space probe out there. The Cheapo Probe 1. And Cheapo Probe 1 debris. Okay, we're gonna start our burn. I'm out here. Hopefully it's not gonna bring our periapsis down too far. Yeah, it will. So let's not do that. So just get captured. Or let's move it to our... Okay. Our periapsis, though I don't think that we're going to be able to... Or it's going to take us a while at the periapsis to close it off. Yeah, we'll do a secondary burn once we get in orbit. Screw it. I hope I'm going to be able to actually burn enough to stay in lunar orbit, because God knows where it's going to throw me otherwise. Oh, it's going to throw me to deep space. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. No pressure, Bob, but if you fail this encounter, it'll throw you out into deep space. Never to be seen or heard from again. Yeah. No pressure. No, I don't want you to feel pretty pressure on this maneuver here, Bob. It's just that if you screw it up, it will throw you into solar orbit. No pressure at all. Excuse me. Crap. No pressure at all. And you have to kill off 289.7 meters a second to actually stay in the desired orbit. On your one tiny engine, it only puts out 50 units of thrust. Okay. No pressure. No pressures at all. Oh, and you're the first person to actually be in lunar orbit. So the babies of the Space Kraken may consume you, because we don't know. We've never been to the Mun before. The babies of the Space Kraken may consume you. So there's chit. So there's that. But just relax, Bob. You're only making history, Bob Kerman, so yeah, just relax. Not a biggie. Not a big deal. But if you screw this up, you'll ruin the whole space program. I'm just saying. And you'll be floating through deep space forever as a relic of our failed attempts to conquer space. No pressure. I'm gonna 25 seconds before I'm gonna start burning, because I don't trust these engines. Oops, 23 seconds. And I see I was right not to trust them. Whoa, dude. Okay. Yeah, let's keep the flow going. Congratulations, Bob. You won't die horribly in the blackness of space, or at least not yet. Let's go ahead and go on over to the flip side and bring this apparatus down a little bit. Alright, that'll work. Wow, that moon feels close. That moon feels close. Okay, I'm not going to attempt to land on the moon with this much fuel. What I will do is, check out my battery's fine. What I will do is I will check out and see how much I've recorded, and if we still have some time, I will launch my flying fuel can to the moon and see if we can get it refueled. Which means that the actual moon landing will probably take place next episode. But let me go ahead and check and see where we are. Cosmonaut Bob Kerman is the first couple to orbit the moon. And in commemoration of that event, we are going to have him do an ABA. We've got about an hour recorded. I'm going to do this right quick, just for grins. I have a quick save in case the same thing happens as happened before. Sort of like that. Oh, shit. Whoa, control. Assume control. Shit, what the fuck? Okay, Chase, thank you very much. Stop that. Oh, fuck. Dude. Okay, chill out. Okay. Down. Forward. Down. Shit, hit a brick. Okay. This ship has some EVA issues. Yes, it does. Why are you being so janky? Stop it. Okay, down. Down and forward. Fuck, he's getting away from me. Fuck, he's getting away from me. Okay. We're not going to be doing any more EVAs until we get to the lunar surface, because obviously there's a design flaw that that projects him, propels him out the door at great velocities, which is somewhat unfortunate if you want him to live. Whoa, dude. Okay. I do have a quick save. Oh shit, no 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 no. No no no. Back, please. It's kind of fun in a weird way. Yes. Be thrown at high speeds out the front door and have to oh, don't bang up the solar panels there, Bob. Kind of need those. All right, we're up at the front door. Apparently you can't extend the ladders while on EVA. Or maybe you have to be real close to them. Don't bang up the engine either. You need that to get home. Whoop. Yeah, you can do it if you're real close to him. Okay. Apparently it doesn't matter if the landers are extended or not as far as whether it will fling you into the blackness of space. Doesn't seem to matter at all. I basically wonder what it's going to do with the lunar surface. It's just going to throw it to the ground. Okay. He's in. He's good. Okay. Well, that's all for right now. Well, that is pretty impressive, man. I mean, I don't remember 9,000 meters above the surface being quite that close, you know? I mean, it really feels close. It feels like I'm not far off the surface. A little bit vertigo-inducing, but in a nice way. Yeah, that is awesome. Okay. All right, well, that's all for this episode, and until next time I'm probably going to be sending the flying fuel can up here to rendezvous with this guy, who's in a state of abject terror right now. I'm going to send the flying gas can up there to rendezvous with this guy and transfer some fuel. And I'll use the flying gas can as a descent stage, and jettison that before we hit the ground, or before we land, hopefully not hit the ground. So that's what we have on tap for next time. And until next time, hasta la vista, or das vidania.